Hello everyone, it's Scott and welcome back to another episode of Regrowth. In between episodes, again, I did a little bit more cleanup around the base. I moved some stuff around, expanded the storage area. I added a couple of super crafting frames here that would automatically produce items. So one shift right click brings out 64 diamonds. I don't know why that keeps resetting. Same thing with emeralds, and that's pretty cool. So it's going to allow me to auto build and auto combine those 8 pieces into things that I can then burn down, get turn into ingots and so on and so forth. So I added a drawer controller, which allows access to a network of storage drawers. Work drawers in this case with my 2x2s. You can see I added a couple more. So the drawer controller acts a little bit like a Java barrel. So if I look at the drawer controller recipe, it's pretty simple now with a diamond and redstone. And so what it allows me to do is if I have stuff in my inventory, let's say, I don't know, let's find something that's well, I've been doing a lot of cleanup. So let's say, I have a uh, bunch of flowers and stuff in my inventory. With a double right click, that's going to check to see if there are matching inventories in anything in a 12 by 12 connected space. So it's actually a very large range. I mean, it's not going to reach the end of this line, but it works pretty well for what I need it for. And so it's sort of like a poor man's AE system here. I can't craft things directly with it. I still have to go and find the picture in order to bring stuff back out. But left click for single items, right click or shift click for stacks. And each one of these I think holds 4 stacks worth, so 256 I think, of each item type. And if I shift right click, I can access the drawer and put in upgrades to increase the storage capability. I haven't needed to do that yet, but at least it's an option. So I've expanded all of the cinnabar and rutile up to 10, 10, 10s and added them to my farm complex. I still haven't really worked on a RF power generation, though I did make a couple more water tanks. These tanks are up to a considerable amount of water. And one thing I definitely wanted to do was clear up some things in the quest book. So if I head in, I have 10 quests that are waiting to be cashed in, and a lot of them are in the book tree. So this what the world teaches. So it turns out that there's a lot of things that are, let's say, dependent on completing these quests. So fuming requires a witchcraft collecting fumes book, and these are generally very easy books. So the witchcraft crafting line are just a book and a flower with various different odors on the bottom. And so I've gone through and crafted a couple of these, so let's cash that in. Let's grab the next level, Recipe for Disaster. That's going to get me more Mutandis. Herbology is still locked. Let's take a look at that quick. So witchcraft, herbology, just going to require a poppy and a dandelion. Pretty easy. Let's grab one of those from over here. Well, actually, it's not going to be easy because these are just going to give me, if I recall, poppy seeds, right click, yes, these are just going to give me rose red. They're not necessarily poppies. I have to actually get poppies by using Mutandis on the grass. So there should be a dandelion around here somewhere. Yep, here it is up here, dandelion. So let's grab one of those and the book. Find ourselves a a crafting block. I'm going to have to move one closer. That's way too far of a run. So witchcraft, herbology. I'm going to need a little bit more black powder. And I think now I have everything I need. Yep, there we go. Witchcraft, herbology. And let's see, 20 pages explaining each of the different kinds of moss. Yeah, each of the different kinds of flowers I can grow. That's pretty cool. Nice. All right, so that'll lead me to cash this in. Likewise, I've been making all of the Tinker's Construct books, as well as the Mariculture books, and another Tinker book. And this I'm not going to be able to get for a while. No accounting for taste is the Observations of an Immortal. So this is going to be a little farther down. I don't have Nether stars, so that's going to be a little while. And then it looks like I can use the torn pages to kind of get different types of books. See that has a different damage, :9 there in the ID. So I think that book is going to have different information in it once we add that page. So that should clear out that. Still haven't opened up any Thaumcraft quests, but what I'd like to do next is move to the next level and try to get the regeneration seeds and the creepy seeds. So you may have noticed that I've upgraded my armor. I have Prot 1s. Now it turns out that this projectile protection 3 saved my butt. So with a projectile protection 3, I take almost no damage from skeletons anymore. So I just made a vanilla Minecraft enchantment table. Since this is pre 1.8, you don't need lapis. But the enchantments, I'd like to have some more powerful ones, and maybe if I played with the experience sources, I could get that. But it turns out that I was able to build up my resistance, and I spent about an hour yesterday just thwacking creepers, and so I was able to get a creeper heart. It just took forever. And oh, by the way, this is a new the Binny Core compartment is another new storage container. Now, I don't really like it as a useful container, but just for what it has is 4 separate inventories within an inventory. So I can click these different tabs, and you can see I've prepared a couple of recipes. Alright, now that I've cleaned out my inventory, I can start grabbing items. So out of this compartment, I'm just going to grab all the items for the creeper seed, creeper soul seed. So that's going to require an essence, a creeper heart, gunpowder, 2 runes, and strong essence. So let's again just throw everything into the altar. Grab our living rock and wait for completion. Alright, that took quite a while. And with that, here's our creeper soul seed. Excellent. So next, I want to get this regeneration seed. So let's come over here and switch inventories. So I made another splash potion of regeneration in between episodes. It's really not that difficult. So here we have the regeneration formulas, splash potion, regeneration 2. Just take a gunpowder, glowstone, a gas tier. Gas tiers are a little tricky. I don't have the essence yet, but I got it by killing gas from the actual nether. It's not that difficult. And so let's grab the right formulas. Okay, let's throw in an earth and a spring. And one more essence. And then let's wait these guys out. Okay, let's tap with the wand. And there we go. Here is our regeneration seeds. Alright, so the next step in the quest line is actually going to make this extremely dedicated Extreme Infusion Stone. So checking out the formula for that, this Extreme Infusion Stone is going to need one of every essence of the Tier 2 magical crops. It's going to need 4 strong essence. And the last thing that I was missing was the essence of the Creeper. So since it's a brand new seed, I'm going to hit it with the compost. And with that, I can just right click and grab myself an essence of the Creeper. So let's help that along and help this along. Great, so then they can spread a little faster. And with that, let's head back down to the crafting area. So I've been feeding the mana pool. I've been feeding the coal automation, trying to get my mana level up. So hopefully this is enough. So here you see I have one of every of the essence. And so let's move everything into the inventory. And come over here to the runic altar. So let's throw down the spider, the creeper, shards, emerald, diamond. Next we're going to need the glowstone, redstone, lapis, and 4 strong essence. And that's going to take, I think, a long time to run. So let's grab a little living rock on top, and then I'm going to find something else to do while this takes. Okay, so circling back, in the first quest tree, what the world came to be, I have a couple of unopened items here. I have a green thumb, which is going to require a garden trowel. And so I don't think that's that difficult anymore. See, garden trowel. It's going to require a piece of compost, an iron, and a stick. So I should be able to get that. There we go. So let's bring up iron, stick, and 1 piece of compost. I'm really not sure what this does. Let's read the directions here. Right-click on the block of garden soil to access the arrangement screen. Flowers can be arranged. Blah, blah, blah. So let's try it over here on garden soil. Ooh, very pretty. Okay, so looks like there's a couple eligible flowers here. Let's try the lilac. No? Lilac. There. Sunflower. Maybe. Okay. It loads them up, but okay. So it gives a little bit of oh, okay. So it grabs 1 stalk of each. Very cool. But I'm not sure how much I'm going to use it. But let's take a look at the pottering about large flower pot. So you can place soil into a pot and not necessarily have it in the ground. So over here is the flower pot. So I'm going to need some hardened clay, which is just regular clay in a smeltery. So let's figure out where I actually put my clay. Alright, let's whip up some clay blocks. So I'm going to need 7. I only have 4. So that's going to mean I'm going to need to cook up some more clay from the converting sand. But let me just take care of that. Alright, that's all the hardened clay that I need. Let's head back to this crafting station and build myself a flower pot. And so with that, I'll get 7 more. And it looks like I'm all done with the first quest tree. So let's head back over here. Looks like the crafting of the altar is done. Let me grab another piece of, I'm not sure where the living rock went, but let's just throw that in again. And bam! 1 Extreme Infusion Stone. And with that, I've opened up a lot of seeds. Alright, let's get 10 extreme. Well, actually, wither. Withering seeds. So, wither soul seeds. We're going to require 2 wither skeleton skulls. And that's going to produce wither essence of the wither, which I can use to make more skulls. So I think I'm actually, as tempting as it is to get extreme essence, I'm going to grab 4 wither skeleton skulls instead. Oh, what am I doing? It gives me both. Awesome. Alright, so which of these is going to kick me up the fastest? Alright, before I move on to the next tier of seeds, I have to make a lot of runes. So the last set of runes in the Botania set are all named after the 7 deadly sins. These are gluttony, greed, sloth, wrath, envy, and pride, and lust, of course. And if I work through that, I can get 1 more quest here, which will give me a full mana tablet, which is a lot of mana, as well as some strong essence and more fertilizer. I'm going to need to work my way down this path of the quest tree, as well as work on the portal to Alfheim, and that's going to take quite a bit of work. Under Alphamancy, there's nothing right now, but I'm going to need to make Terrasteel. And before I can make Terrasteel for the cores, I'm going to need to make where is this? The Terrasteel agglomeration plate. So that's just going to require some normal runes, but I'm going to need some pretty specific layouts here to get this to work. But I'm going to do a quick cut because all these different runes are all going to require the same thing. 2 mana diamonds, and then the second tier of runes. So fire and winter, water and spring, etc., etc. So all 7 of them are almost exactly the same. So I'm going to, let's do 1 example, air and summer. So let's grab a piece of living rock and summer and air. Let's take our diamonds and throw them into the pool to make mana diamonds. And then we're just going to throw those back in here. And then bip it with the wand to make the... Yeah, it's going to take a while. You can see by the ticker that these do take quite a while. Let me throw the living rock back on. So right there, right next to the arrow, you see that the icon gets a little wheel, a little pie graph that's showing the percent complete. And I've been cutting most of those out because frankly they just take so long. Ah, great! That's going to give me all of my runes back. So 6 more to go. So like I said, I'm going to take a quick cut, and when I get back, I should have all the runes. All right. So now I have each of the 7 runes. That just took a very, very long time. So let's head back and get the Carved in the Mind quest. And of course I have no inventory. I don't have enough space to actually grab everything. There we go. And let's just throw that in the... Oh, that's a lot of mana tablets. Excellent. Cool. Alright, so the next progression is going to be making mana steel. So I'm going to need to make this in bulk. And so I grabbed the whole stack of iron ingots. I just want to see what happens. I'm currently at about 1/3 full of a mana pool. I'm just going to drop the whole stack and see what happens. That's awesome. Okay. Okay, that used about 1/6 of the whole mana pool. Very cool, but now I have a mana steel ingot. So, in order to make this terrestrial agglomeration plate, I'm going to need 3 lapis, 1 of each of the 5 core runes, and a block of mana steel. So let's grab 1 of those blocks. And I should have everything else in the inventory. There we go. Okay. So the next step after the plate needs to receive mana. Okay. Tossing a single mana steel ingot, mana diamond, mana pearl will begin the infusion. Okay. So it's going to take a lot of mana to move forward with this. So I'm going to need to make another... Haha, awesome. I'm going to need to make this pattern. So I'm going to need 4 lapis, 5 living rock, and 1 terrasteel. So let's go back and get some stuff. Alright, let's grab some lapis. And I should have everything else at this point. So let's head back down. I'm going to need to make another mana spreader. So what I'm going to do is take these oak wood here, and I'm going to place it, I'm going to move this pure daisy. Let me just place these guys down. There we go. Followed by the daisy. All these will start glowing. So let's clear out a little bit of space here on the left. So I think I'll set up the amalgamation plate under here and just do a quick redirect from this mana. I'll put the mana spreader next to this mana pool just for now. Yes, so let me clear out a little space here. Okay, so let's get the lapis lazuli blocks. I'm going to need 5 of the living rock. Let's lay that down in this checkerboard pattern also. I need to place the plate on top. And then that's where I'm next going to need to come up with the mana spreader. So I'm going to need my flint hatch is broken, so let's just use the mattock. Probably have living wood sitting around somewhere, but this is just faster. So let's get another mana spreader. Bada bing. Mana spreader I'll place down right here. And then using the bind mode, shift click to there. Great. And then the last directions say that I need to add a mana pearl, a mana ingot, and a mana diamond. So of course I didn't have any ender pearls. So let's head back down and throw them in the mana pool. And this should really help me get on my way here. I don't know how much I'm going to need. Let's just convert this whole stack. So, mana steel, mana diamond, mana pearl. And let's take off the... oh, no, I'm just standing too close. Okay. Ooh, excellent. That's exactly what I want. And how can I tell, though, whether I have the right amount of mana or not? This is probably just going to take a long time, I think. I don't want to get too close so I accidentally trigger the... so I don't accidentally pick up the pieces. It's going to take half a mana pool total. Great, so that means I can use some of these mana tablets. It's almost like they gave them to me for a reason. How about that? So, mana tablets, it's currently set to an extract mode, so I'm going to shift click to change the direction of the arrow. So any mana tablet that I drop on top is going to discharge now. So throwing that in, as well as this guy, you can see the little lightning bolt symbol. So, okay, we can see that that is discharging into the pool. I don't want to overfill it. Ah, this is great. Okay, so let me hold on to these mana tablets. And while that is ticking, let me see if I can find something else to do. Alright, well, it turns out that the quest book gave me some more things to do. So, meddling with mana, I'm going to pick some day blooms. But more importantly, it opened up a couple more quests. And here, constructing additional pylons, StarCraft joke. So, it looks like pylons can work as substitutes for bookcases in a enchantment table. So each pylon counts as 15 bookcases, but I have a bunch of mystery books. I don't know which one it's actually giving me, but mana pylons, it looks like, is not that difficult to make. So it just needs some gold, some mana steel, and of course some mana diamonds. So let's grab those back out of the... okay, that's still not done yet. So let's whip up the formula here and make 2 mana pylons. And I'm going to need those for the portal to Alfheim sooner or later, but I can at least cash in this quest. So, very random, I don't know which is which. So let's go with this one and claim. Great, so that's going to give me a new title scroll. Let's throw that in. Oh, looks like icons for the library. So let's take a look. I got Sharp 5, Prot 4, awesome. So I'm gonna hold on to that. I'm also gonna. All right, let's see what we're gonna do next. That finished. What did it do? Where did it go? All right, I am super confused because it looks like something cleared the drops here. It did not give me Terrasteel, and it did not burn down the mana pool. So I'm going to start this over again and cut back when it's complete. Alright, I'm going to see if there's something I can do to speed this along. So it says that a spark is supposed to help. So let's bring in all the pieces of a spark. So mystical flowers, essence of blaze. Oh, blaze powder. Okay. Alright, it happened again. So it looks like the something just glitched out and it despawned. I lost the pieces again. So what I'm going to do is try to make this spark like it recommended. So I'm going to take the blaze powder, a nugget, and 2 petals. And what I think I need to do is put this over the mana pool. All right, I had to go back and get material for the receiving side. So let's make 3 more sparks just for kicks to see if this works. So let's put a spark on top, and I'm not sure. Okay, so this spark is linked from here to there. Whoops, that didn't quite work. So let's put that down again. Can I put a spark next to... No, I can only ever put 1. Okay. So I'll need a second mana pool if I want to link more... actually... Nope, it's not. It's only allowing me to place the single spark. So I'm going to try one more time. Throw those guys down. So now I have the mana stream of both the spreader and the spark. So that's going much faster. So maybe there was some kind of timeout issue because it had been up so long. Yep, that's exactly it. Alright. So with that, I now have a Terrasteel ingot. Awesome. Alright, now that was a pretty successful episode. So with the Terrasteel, I'm now ready to move on to the Portal of Alfheim, which I'll do in the beginning of the next episode, and I'll then be more prepared to get going with the last tier of magical crops, and hopefully in the process of building the portal, I'm also going to unlock thaumaturgy. So with that, please leave a comment or a like. Let me know how I'm doing, and I will see you next time in Regrowth. Bye!